Taurus, welcome to your super quick, no, it's not your super quick, welcome to your Celtic cross. It's not going to be very long, but I've laid your cards already, so if you want to stay around, it looks like a new time, a new cycle, where you're trying to order everything because it feels so new, as in get it orderly, and there's a really nice end, and there's a kind of moving towards a kind of confidence, getting into your step with this new place that you find yourself in. Anyway, I'm going to dive in if that feels relevant to you. In how many majors have we got? 3, 4, 4 majors. It's a pretty hefty time for you. You're starting with the Fool. So, off on your new path, there's there's a potential threat of the alligator's tail, but also you've got your bird, you've got this flower being offered to you. But this is you internally feeling fresh, feeling like you're ready to set off on a new adventure, like you want to go for something new. And that life demands it of you, because when we see how that makes you act in the external, it's making you feel a bit insecure, a bit out in the cold, a bit like you don't know how to do this next bit. It's bringing up worries of security and fitting into a group, and how that would be affected by all this new activity. So you're starting to look at the downsides to this new start rather than the good sides. And maybe that's not a bad thing. In the basis of the reading is the King of Swords, so being very clear-eyed, using your intuition. Look at that, I love that. You might be melding slightly into your background. Other people might not know how clear-eyed you're being with your thought, but you feel like you need to use kind of a CEO's head, a very kind of logical, calm, chilly almost approach to this new start in order not to get caught by any of the more insecure aspects to it. In the recent past, we've got you turning up as the Ten of Wands and the Temperance in reverse, so but no balance, really, is what I'm seeing here. A bit overburdened, overworked, even if it's stuff that you love, being a bit obsessive, being a bit workaholic, and definitely not keeping that temperance balance, that kind of alchemical balance, feeling far too put upon or obsessive about what you're doing. Maybe that's why this new start has to happen. In the potential outcome, we've got you turning up as the King of Pentacles, which is amazing. That's you making a lot of money out of whatever it is that you're about to start, and making a lot of security for you and everyone else. So using that King of Swords in the basis to think, I'm not going to be as naive and open and unguarded as the Fool in my heart wants me to be. I'm going to create some structure, and that shows that it pays off big time. You're in a good, secure position. Coming up in the near future, something lovely, some hanging out with friends, community. So hopefully you're going to have a bit of a party to bring all the energy of all of that overwork down a bit. In your attitude, you're being very much yourself. This card represents you and Libra, and you want to be creating the little belly in her tummy from your most resplendent, giving, creative, all the queens put into one space of authenticity, because she's your card, but also what a woman. So there's a kind of connection to something very abundant, very creative, as I said, the idea of generating and looking after things, but also being very, very authentically you. That's what you want in this new cycle. And so with your environment, actually it's a happy one, 9 of Cups. That might relate to your 3 of Cups that we see coming up. Maybe you are socialising at the moment quite a lot. The 9 of Cups is the bon vivant. He is up for a party, he's up for a drink. He's also the wish fulfillment card. So there's quite a lot of potential for fun in your environment. I guess there's a slight caution to be not, get too in your cups, not get too kind of caught up with the fantasy. But to be honest, you've got with the King of Swords and your potential outcome and the outcome you're seeing, I don't think that's a problem. I think it's saying kind of have a few wishes. What is it you wish for in your environment? But also enjoy it. Have a nice time. It looks like things have been very tough recently, so maybe this is your time to, not tough, but kind of work, obsession, so it is a time to kind of relax a little. In your hopes and fears, the Four of Wands, you're looking to create something stable out of this new beginning. The Four of Wands is the card in the Rider-Waite, which is like that hooper, or mend it, where you've got the structure created with a couple getting married under it. It talks about celebration again, so there's a lot of celebration here. I'm wondering whether you're planning a wedding, or it's interesting with all of this party stuff, or maybe you're a party planner like me. Yeah. So you want to create something really structured out of all of this new energy, but perhaps you fear it a little bit as well because you're not quite sure what that's going to look like. But what you really, really want is that structure. You want to move from the full position into growing something that, like we see in your potential outcome. So that's great and very worthy. And then your outcome, the sun. Look at that. I mean, it's beautiful. And what I like is that she's got the same swallow. So from his incisive, thoughtful, clear, not very logical, brain-driven attitude to this new start comes this beautiful, optimistic, fluffy ability to manifest, to ride away from the wall of past hurts and really bring something amazing into your life. Keep seeing tutus. Is anyone a dancer, a costumier? It's a really beautiful reading. So you are bringing all of that new energy into something that allows you to be completely optimistic. It's the most carefree, optimistic card, the Sun. So you're using your King of Swords really well, and I can't believe you wouldn't manifest anything you wanted with that. So I'm pulling you. Oh, you've got 2 cards. This is from the Oracle deck. Oh, 3. The Dream Song Oracle. We've got abandon worry. So whatever it is you're worrying about, let go of it. That's you, exactly. Isn't that amazing? I love how these cards work. Worrying in this card about this new start with the Fool. So not being fully in your full energy, but worrying about how you're going to get your security. Embrace self-compassion. I love that. Look at that. So it's not saying beat yourself up for feeling worried. It's saying perhaps that's a natural reaction to new starts, particularly for a Taurian who likes security, earthy things. Maybe this felt a bit flighty, all this energy internally. So be compassionate. Embrace self-compassion. Holding that lovely deer close to your heart. And then fly the wings of worthiness. And that looks a lot like that to me. Something about it. Look. She's holding the bird. She's got those kind of colours. Holding the bird, holding the bird. I think what this is saying is be compassionate, but also understand that what's happening is an unfurling of all this worthiness. You being most you being this wonderful Empress energy, which brings you into an ability to be really full of worthiness that allows you to completely create what you want, manifest with abandon. I love it. This is a real time of celebration. Just be compassionate with any worries that come up, but know that you've got this. You're looking after yourself with that King of Swords. You're bringing yourself into all the security that we know you love, of the King of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. This is a time of great celebration because I think you're becoming much more you. And when you're really in your-ness, your Taurianness, your whoever you are, that's when you can create. See you again.